This is Data Jockey, machine learning for Victorian racing. Race 5, Sandown Hillside, Wednesday 15 July 2026. All right, let us get straight into it. Right here is the quick summary for Race 5 at Sandown Hillside, and this is one worth paying attention to. Two selections from the model today. Nordic Strike is the place selection. That is the top pick, the one the model is most confident about. And Logam is in the same race multi as the top 4 selection. Not a standalone place selection, the same race multi only. So if you are short on time, there it is. Nordic Strike for the place, same race multi combining both. But do yourself a favor and stay with us, because what the model is seeing in this race is genuinely interesting, and understanding it will help you make a more informed decision. Let us break it down. 12 runners in Race 5 at Sandown Hillside today, with the top 3 paying a place dividend. Right away the model is flagging something worth your attention. Its top selection is not the market favorite. That signals the model has found value the market is underpricing, which is the exact situation this approach is built to identify. 2 selections today, a place pick plus a same race multi-option combining both. As always, no forced selections here, only genuine value gets a tip, and today the data clearly supports 2. That is a meaningful signal in itself, given how often the model finds nothing worth covering at all. Let us break them down properly. Quick word before the picks on how all this actually works, because it is a different approach to most of what you will find in the tipping space. The model behind these selections is a machine learning system that keeps learning from Victorian racing results. Every meeting, every result, every finish feeds straight back in. It is not built once and left alone. It updates and sharpens with every race run in Victoria. Here is the part that matters most. Most tipping models chase the winner. This one does not. It was built specifically to find place finishers, horses that hit the top positions and pay a place dividend. That is a genuinely different problem, and it needs a different approach to solve. The model is weighing dozens of variables across the whole field at once: pace, distance, field composition, historical patterns, how each horse stacks up against today's specific rivals. All of it together in ways no human could track by hand. If you want the full methodology breakdown, the link is in the description below, worth a look when you have the time. For now, Race 5 is waiting, and the model has plenty to say about it. Let us get into the selections. On to pick 1 for Race 5. The model's top selection here is Nordic Strike, currently 3rd in the market, not the favorite, not the horse drawing the market's attention, just one the model rates well above where it is currently priced. That mismatch is the whole basis for the selection. I want to be upfront about something, since I think it is more useful than pretending otherwise. There is no single clean reason the model has chosen Nordic Strike. That is genuinely not how the system works. It does not rely on one factor like a strong record at Sandown Hillside or a preferred distance, the kind of reasoning a standard form guide leans on. The model takes a different path entirely, weighing dozens of variables at the same time. Track conditions, distance, field size, who else is racing today, historical patterns built from thousands of past Victorian races, all considered together, surfacing connections that are simply invisible to manual analysis. That is intentional. A one-sentence explanation would mean the model was unnecessary. What actually counts is this. The market has Nordic Strike at 3rd in the market. The model places it first for Race 5. That difference between market price and model confidence is where the value lives, and identifying that gap is the model's entire job. It does not matter whether the market eventually catches up or not. By the time it does, the value has usually already gone. Built specifically around place finishers rather than winners, a top ranking here means this horse fits the historical profile of horses that finish in the places, not necessarily the historical profile of horses that win outright. A different way of approaching the problem altogether. Nordic Strike for the place, a top 3 finish in a 12-runner field, is what the model is backing for Race 5. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Pick 2 is Logam, currently 4th in the market, a different style of selection to pick 1, worth clarifying up front. The model views Logam as likely to finish in the top 4, but is not confident enough for a top 3 finish on its own. That distinction is the whole point here. The data falls short of supporting a standalone place selection on Logam, but it clearly supports the top 4 role inside the same race multi. It can sound like a minor technicality, but in a 12-runner field, it is anything but top 3 pays a place dividend, 4th pays nothing. So backing Logam as a standalone place selection is not what the model supports. Its value lives in the multi-combination. Put simply, the model is saying Logam belongs in this race and matches the shape of a top 4 finisher in this field, while a top 3 finish specifically remains less certain. The multi only needs top 4. Nordic Strike in top 3, Logam in the top 4, that is the model's combination for race 5. The same race multi for race 5. Nordic Strike as a top 3 finisher, Logam as a top 4 finisher. Check your wagering provider for availability on this market. Now before you consider placing it, something worth being clear about, because it is easy to get this confused. These are 2 completely different bet types with completely different probability profiles. They are not interchangeable, and they are not equally likely to land. The place selection on Nordic Strike is the higher probability option. The model is more confident in that outcome. Lower return, yes, but a stronger chance of landing. That is where the model has the most confidence for race 5. The same race multi is the longer odds option. Both legs need to land. Nordic Strike in top 3, Logam in the top 4. Lower probability than the place alone. But the return if both land is meaningfully better. You do not have to consider both. The place selection on Nordic Strike is where the model has the strongest signal. The same race multi is there for those who want to explore the longer odds option. Whatever you decide, go in with a clear understanding of what each bet requires. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. If you are following the full card today, all the race tips are in the playlist. 1 video per race, all uploaded before race 1. Have a look at the other races and see which of the model's selections are relevant to you. Some punters combine multiple selections into a place multi. Check your wagering provider for how that works. Always make your own informed decision before placing any bet. And this is important, always check for scratchings before you consider placing anything. Horses get scratched on race morning, and it can completely change the picture. The model's place selection for race 5 is Nordic Strike. Have a look at the playlist for the rest of the card. Subscribe if you have not already. I do this for every Victorian meeting, every race day, and it is completely free to follow along. Race 5 at Sandown Hillside, all wrapped up. The headline Nordic Strike for the place, and Nordic Strike top 3 with Logam top 4 as the same race multi if the longer odds option appeals to you. Every selection gets tracked publicly, with results posted weekly, no exceptions and no cherry-picking, win streaks or losing runs alike. That is the only honest way to judge this model over time, and it is on you to make that call. For entertainment purposes only, as always, please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. See you next race.